What did you see when you looked at the film of the offense and what happened against Dorian?
Offensively, I think we did some really good things. Obviously, there's some things we got to clean up, penalties, especially stuff in the red zone, and that's going to be a big point of emphasis this week. And so, just trying to go back to the little things, back to fundamentals. I felt like at times we just got out of our own fundamentals and our own techniques on individual plays that kind of hurt us a little bit at certain positions. So, just trying to get back to the fundamentals of the game and starting that way. So.
You'd mentioned Monday through Friday after the game. Was that a reference to practice before the game, or did anything happen in practice? Or
no, it's just like I said, I've been big on habits this whole time coming back, and I think this team has been really big on their habits. And so, if you just look back at the week, it doesn't really even have to do with anything football-wise. It could be just picking up the locker room on Monday or stuff like that. Just making sure you're always doing every little thing you possibly can right to give yourself the best shot on Saturday. And I don't think we did that throughout the week last week, for sure.
Anything specific that you can point to, or?
No. And it's never nothing specific. It's always a culmination of things and things adding up that you don't really notice until it gets you. So I think that's what we got to go back to, is just making sure we're doing every little thing right. And then if it still doesn't work, then we'll go from there. But, in those 6 games that we won, everything that we've done before those 6 games really showed up on Saturday for us. And so, like I said, I think just getting back to the fundamentals of things will really help us.
It sounds like you're saying you have to correct a lot of things that you all were doing as an offense. Were there things that Oregon did that kind of made it a little difficult on you?
Yeah, for sure at times. We didn't take any sacks, but they were still able to create pressure, sending guys from different ways that we hadn't expected or seen on film, and putting in some new packages that we obviously hadn't seen on film. So I think they were, like I said on Saturday, they were a really well-coached team, and it showed up for sure. So.
Coach said he mentioned it 357 days since you guys had lost last. What is it? Did you almost forgotten what that felt like? It'd been almost a year, basically.
Yeah. I don't think you can ever forget the feeling of losing once you've kind of gone through it. But that loss on Saturday definitely had some deja vu of some stuff earlier in previous years. But I think right now we're focused on Stanford. The team's energy and juice on Monday was really good, and guys are locked in and focused. And I think that was more of a reset than anything, and for sure a wake-up call. So,
having not felt it for about a year. Is that like a huge motivating factor not to want to feel that again?
Exactly, for sure. I mean, I hate losing. I know a lot of guys on this team hate losing. I know Coach Kelly hates losing. So, we don't want to feel like that ever. That's never the goal. And so we're always trying to go out there and put on the best show for our fans, for sure.
Your coach was saying that Jake Boser has some fast twitch movements that he doesn't really get credit for. Can you think of any situations where you've seen that come into play with him?
Third down. If you just watch him on third down, his third down tape is probably the best out there for a receiver. And he's not the fastest guy out there. He knows that. He knows his strengths, and he knows how to create space within the defenders and knowing the timing of things, and he does that really well. So.
What's the difference when you have a target, and you've had a few of them that are 6'5" and have a pretty large catch radius for, let's say, on third down?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely helps out me a lot. I wasn't the most accurate on Saturday, and so for him to be able to go down and get a ball low or reach up high and go get one for me, and then guys like Kaz and everybody also putting in the work of batting the balls down so they don't get intercepted, things like that don't go unnoticed. But those are really big plays for me. And things that I really look for, especially for a receiver. So I know that they have my back and I have theirs 100%. So.
How does the culture of this team that you guys have established help you in a week like this to have resiliency and bounce back?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, the juice and energy out here was amazing. And that starts with the leaders and guys getting in the locker room early and making sure guys are ready to go this morning. And again, that goes back to the credit of the coaching staff. Coach Kelly and Coach KB and everybody involved, and making sure that we're always locked in. And so, I think from the top down, we've done a really good job of handling success. It's also handling adversity. And, it's just another stepping stone. We just got to learn from it. So.
Does having an older roster maybe help that transition, turning the page and that sort of thing?
Yeah, for sure. We know that. We talked about that on Sunday at our pool workout. If there's a time to fix things, it's now. We know that. We're a mature enough group. We're grown men to be able to go in there and look ourselves in the mirror and say what we did wrong and come out here and fix it on Monday. So I think that's where we're at right now.
Are you a superstitious player? Do you have any like habits or routines? You don't have to tell us exactly what they are. But...
Oh no, you have to tell.
No, yeah. I was about to say, I definitely do. You know, I'm obviously a very religious person, and so I always have a quote or something in terms of the Bible or anything like that I read. I have a prayer book that I always bring to the game. Obviously, music's a big part of it, and being able to relax, and then my breathing techniques that I always do.
You have one loss,
Mm-hmm.
but you're still obviously competitive for a Pac-12 championship.
Yeah.
How much is that a motivating factor now, too? Do you think with you and with this team?
I mean, like I said, we have way bigger goals than that, and I personally think we can still accomplish those if we just do our jobs on a weekly basis. But I think right now our main focus is trying to go 1-0 against Stanford and beating them. So
Bigger goals meaning CFP.
I won't get into the goals. That's more of a team, personal matter. But yeah, it's definitely way bigger than us. I'll tell you that for sure.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Dorian.